Dragon Ball, my favorite anime of all time, and it's finally coming back after all this time, and I know it's gonna be fire. But with the Galactic Patrol arc being announced, there was something else that was announced too.
Huh?
No, not him, bro. Of course, I'm talking about the Dragonballsuper remake, or revamp, or remaster. Think of it like DBZ Kai. Now I say that because they're not gonna reanimate everything, but they're basically gonna upgrade the Dookie Butt animation that we got before.
I got this.
Here goes.
We.
Oh, help!
We.
And make the real bad parts better and keep, you know, the old footage that looks fine. Now right now they've only announced that they're gonna be redoing the Beerus arc, but other people have been saying that they're gonna redo it all, so I'm just gonna take their word for it. And it would also make sense since the Galactic Patrol arc is about to come out, and it would make sense, you know, to refresh everybody's mind because it's been years since Dragon Ball Super has come out. We don't talk about Daima. They also said that they were gonna cut some of the extra fat off, the filler and stuff, which I didn't even really think was a problem, you know. Dragon Ball filler has always been good to me, but Dragon Ball Super, we did have that one really bad filler. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, other than that, Dragon Ball Super wasn't really that bad. Now, was it? Now, the animation was bad at most parts, but I understand that because if y'all didn't know, the creators were rushed mad hard, and they had to like do a whole, like all of these arcs in like a month, or not, maybe not a month, but they had to do it in an impossible amount of time. So they had to cut corners wherever they could. So that's, if you didn't know, that's why Dragon Ball Super looks the way it does. But a revamp would be perfect and would be a perfect way to getting into the Galactic Patrol arc. Also with this revamp, I hope that they add elements from the manga, because that would really make a lot of sense. Because if you don't know, the Dragon Ball Super anime is very different from the manga, and with the Galactic Patrol arc being a manga only arc right now, it would make sense that they would change some scenes to be more like the manga and do like a mix of both, so that it would make sense continuity wise. Because if you don't know, right now we got two different Dragon Ball Supers. We got Dragon Ball Super manga and Dragon Ball Super anime, and it's everywhere right now. Now it's not like they changed anything crazy, like whole arcs are different or something. I mean, they are different, but the major story points are basically the same. So that's why they're both, you know, have the same end. There's a lot of things that the manga does better that I think they should adapt. And here's what I think they should adapt.
First of all, I am Vegeta. Second of all, you're not Vegeta. Third of all, you want to be Vegeta, but you can't be Vegeta because I'm Vegeta.
One of the first things I think they should adapt is that in the manga, Vegeta and Goku don't actually go blue as much as they do in the anime. See, in the anime, they just be spamming that boy. Like, as soon as they get into a fight, oh, Super Saiyan Blue. Like, no. Super Saiyan Blue is actually a super draining technique. And apparently, in the Frieza fight, that's what, I don't know if it was a Frieza fight, but in one of the fights, Vegeta was fighting somebody. No, it was Hit. Apparently, that's why Vegeta had to go blue against Hit, and he was getting his salad toss, and Goku was fighting him in base form and wasn't doing that. Now, I don't remember them explaining any of that in the anime. I was just confused, like, dang, Vegeta getting forward again. Goku, main character. But apparently, it's because Super Saiyan Blue is actually a super draining technique. Think of it as back in the Cell Saga when Goku and Gohan went through the training to master Super Saiyan, and at first it was very draining, but they did the training so that it wasn't as draining, because Super Saiyan Blue is Super Saiyan God. Think of it like this: Super Saiyan God is base form with God Ki added, but Super Saiyan Blue is Super Saiyan God Ki with Super Saiyan. So it actually makes sense if you think about it. And yeah, but apparently in the manga, they constantly switch between regular Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan, and then go into like Burst and Super Saiyan Blue. Think of it when Goku was fighting Vegeta, and he didn't just like wasn't in Kaioken like all the time. He would use Kaioken right before he was about to hit, bro. So think of it like that. Now, if they adapted this to the anime, I think this could be really cool. I think this could be like fire. Like imagine the animation of them switching transformations. But I honestly don't think Toei's gonna do none of that because they're low key. I feel like I just got a feeling they're not gonna do it, bro. That would be too fire. Like they already bringing back the manga. I mean, they already bringing back the anime, and they bringing back a new arc with that anime. I don't know if they could do all that. I don't know if they could do all that, especially in a short amount of time. Because they said they playing production, they playing on Galactic Patrol arc, meaning sometime in 2027, meaning that they gotta finish like this remake like this year, 1 year, and they haven't even announced the other arcs yet. So that means either they haven't even worked on those yet or what. But we gonna see. Now, another thing that happens in the manga that doesn't happen in the anime is that Goku actually uses a Kai on Zamasu in the manga, and this is super cool, bro. When I found this out, this was the coolest thing to me, bro. Like, they need to put that in the anime. If they put anything in the anime, put that into the anime, bro. That would be so fire. And apparently, also, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken isn't even in the manga. That's an anime-only thing, apparently. Don't take my word for this. I'm just going based off of what I heard. But apparently that's why he also didn't use Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken in the Broly movie, because it wouldn't match with the manga. Now that actually makes a lot of sense now, because we were wondering like, why didn't bro just go Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken? But now it makes a lot of sense now. Another thing that happened in the manga that didn't happen in the anime is that Kefla fought Gohan instead of Goku, which makes a lot more sense. Now don't get me wrong, Ultra Instinct Goku versus Kefla was one of the most fire fights in the show, but so we can't ignore the fact that this makes no sense. Like Kefla is trash, realistically. Let me not say trash, but she not Goku UI level. That's crazy. I mean, she could throw hands with Jiren, but that's crazy. That just broke the power scale entirely. But if she was fighting Gohan, that way makes way more sense. Gohan, you feel me, ain't on Goku's level, you feel me? It would just make a lot more sense continuity wise. So I believe that they should change that fight too, even though, like I said, I doubt they're gonna do any of this because this would be a lot of work. But if they do, bro, this could be fire. This could actually be fire. And another thing that happened in the manga that didn't happen in the show was Master Roshi actually briefly uses, well, not uses Ultra Instinct, but he mimics Ultra Instinct and fights Jiren with it for a little bit. And by fight, I mean he dodges like 2 punches and then gets folded. But this is also how Goku led into going Ultra Instinct in the manga. Now, I would rather them keep what actually happened in anime this time, because, yo, that transformation in the anime was hype, bro. Like the first half, like if they change the first half of the tournament arc to be more like the manga, I feel like that would be good. But keeping the last part, like, because apparently in the last part of the manga, Goku and Frieza didn't even do their combined power attack to finish Frieza. Yo, that's hype. They gotta keep that. They gotta keep that, bro. That's a classic. That's a classic right there. They have to keep that, bro. But like I said, they should change. I feel like they should change more stuff that happened in the first half, because the first half was low-key mad boring, bro. Like, we did not need whole episodes for these trash fights, bro. Not even trash. I'm not even gonna say trash, but for these fights, bro. Come on now. Like, they spent a whole episode trying to find some sniper, dude. Like, come on, bro. Like, we don't want to see this. But apparently Topo never went. I don't quote me on this, but I heard somebody say Topo didn't even go God of Destruction form in the manga. Now that would make no sense to me at all, because like where would they even get that from? But I don't know. Don't quote me on it. Like I said, I'm not sure. I didn't really read the manga. I watched videos on it, but I never read it. So don't take my word for it. I'm just saying it would be cool to see in the anime, as an anime only watch. Oh yeah, also, I'm not gonna say this for another thing I'm not gonna say for certain is I'm not sure. Another thing I'm gonna say I'm not 100% sure on is in the manga, Zamasu's fused form, like when he goes corrupted, he's like buffer. He's not like that ugly little half purple ugly thing. He goes like buff mode. Ooh, that'd be raw to see in the anime, bro. That'd be raw. But yeah, bro, that's the end for this video. Like I said, I just wanted to talk. I know it's a short video. Hey, don't hate on me in the comments for it. But like I said, short video. I just wanted to talk about the Dragon Ball Super remake, and I honestly think this could be very good if they do it right. Now, if they just literally just make the animation better on some parts and don't change like some of the continuity stuff, like then this is pointless to me in my book, because we should just move past it. But if they do make these changes, this could low-key be really fire. Like, this could low-key be really cool to watch. But like I said, this is the end for this video, guys. If you like, if you dislike, and I'll see y'all in the next video. It's all good.